Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to an all-new segment of War Week Radio, now on YouTube. Guys, we're being joined by three-decade fight trainer, the one and only Mr. James Gogue. James, how are you doing this evening, sir?
Hey, Joe, I'm doing good.
Well, I tell you what, one person who's doing, well, extremely well is Conor McGregor. He just sold out the mecca of boxing, but for MMA this past Saturday night. And, well, garnered a record-generating revenue of $17 million at the gate. And that was the gate alone. That's not including pay-per-view revenue, in which Dana White is actually stating that they more than likely did about 1.6 million purchases. Gogue could... This is, I know a lot is being talked about as far as Floyd Mayweather fighting Conor McGregor, right? And boxing fans merely scoff at the idea. But if you're Floyd Mayweather, would you be foolish not to pursue this fight? I know he was hell-bent on trying to make this fight happen in the past, but realized that it was very, very difficult with Dana White having Conor McGregor under contract. Do you continue to pursue this matchup, Gogue, with the surging popularity of Conor McGregor among mainstream and casual audiences?
Well, if they can make the match, Floyd's going to need a dance partner to get those type of numbers for the money he wants. Okay, he wants some Pacquiao pay-per-view numbers, and he wants to get Pacquiao paid. Not only the pay-per-view numbers, but the Pacquiao pay. But he made a couple $100 million last time they fight, $200-300 million. So in order for that to happen, of course, you need a dance partner, a guy like Conor McGregor, a guy who's hot as hell right now, Joe. He's the talk of, he's probably the hottest combative sports participant right now in the world, who's driving the biggest pay-per-view ratings and the biggest gates. Like you said, 17 million. Oh my God! And 1.6 million I heard on pay-per-view, which I heard was a conservative estimate. Oh, right now he's the hottest ticket right now in combative sports, not only in boxing and MMA, combined and everything. So if I was Floyd, I would try, to do his best to pursue that one. Because, hey, what do you call it, Joe? I don't think the guy has a chance in a prayer to beat a guy like Floyd Mayweather.
Well,
Conor,
we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But right now, it seems that Floyd Mayweather is getting a little irritated, though, about the increased popularity of the Irish superstar. TMZ, you know how they always troll celebrities. Well, they found Money Mayweather shopping with his entourage and his bodyguards, and they snuck up to him and said, "Hey, what did you think of Conor McGregor's fight?" And Mayweather said, "Well, I have no idea. I had no idea he was fighting." And they seemed a little surprised and said, "Well, wait a minute. You didn't know he was fighting? He's the Floyd Mayweather of UFC." Mayweather looked noticeably perturbed, and this is what he had to say about it. Quote, I didn't know that Conor McGregor was undefeated. I didn't know that he had a reign in MMA for 20 years and undefeated and was world champion in 5 different weight classes. That's something I didn't know. So I guess you guys are telling me something new. If you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, if you're saying he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, I'm trying to find out. Has he ever made $300 million in one night? Has he ever made $100 million in one night? Has he ever made $70 million in one night? So as far as trying to say that he's a Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, I mean, it's okay to say it, but it's not true. Look, I'm a legend. I'm a living legend. The sport of boxing, I gave years and years of hard work. It was blood, sweat, and tears. Had a tremendous team. Had a tremendous run. I think that it's time for Conor McGregor to go out there and do what he do, but never compare Conor McGregor to me. That's total disrespect. Once again, I'm an elephant. An elephant don't beef with ants. Elephant is so large you don't even see ants. Wow. End quote. So Mayweather, it looks like, Well, the increased popularity of Conor McGregor, and even the mere comparison is really starting to get under his skin. Gogue, is this a sign that maybe out of principle, Floyd Mayweather will increase his efforts in trying to actually put this fight together? And if you were Floyd, it would almost have to be a moral imperative as well as a financial one to make this fight. Can you think of any fight in boxing that would be as big as Mayweather versus McGregor at this time?
Look, it's all about money. Ain't no moral imperative and all that other stuff. It's all about money for Floyd. And when you got two, big pay-per-view stars, Floyd, well, then again, the market always changes. Floyd was a great pay-per-view star when he fought Manny Pacquiao. Okay, his last fight against Berto, it sunk. Okay, so it's all about the numbers and what Floyd's going to get. He ain't going to take, especially a guy like Conor McGregor, and take the short end of the stick, okay? He's going to want, like he did against the Pacquiao fight, what did he get, 70% of the pot? 70%, 65% of the pot? I don't know what he got in that, but, that's what it's all about, is the money. If they, and Conor McGregor, of course, is going to want a big share of the pot, too. So that fight, before people even think about it getting made, the financial demands of both fighters. Like I talked to Don Targan last night, Hall of Fame boxing promoter Don Targan last night. He goes, dog. And who's going to get the lion's share? You know what I mean? There's going to be a big tuggle back and forth.
Okay, let me ask you this. Well, let me ask you this, though, Gogue. Even if Floyd had to concede to making it a 50-50 split with Dana White and Conor McGregor, right? Don't you think it'd be more financially lucrative, more lucrative than even if he were to get 75% with anyone else in boxing?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. But it all comes down to Floyd's ego. Man, this guy's not on my level. You heard the way he was talking. I'm an elephant. He's an ant, okay? Conor McGregor never made $300 million in a night. You think he's going to give a 50-50 split to a guy like Conor McGregor? Oh, hell no. No, it's his ego, Joe.
Yeah, indeed.
It's his ego. Me, well, if the money's right, the kind of money Floyd gets, I'd take it in a heartbeat, because this is an easy fight for Floyd. This ain't no a guy like Manny Pacquiao he's fighting, or some guy that, he could lose to. This is a clearly he'll be a 10, 12, 15-1 favorite, when the odds get posted and everything.
Listen to this. Huh? Some books, Gogue, have already created betting lines for Mayweather versus McGregor. And they have, listen to this, Mayweather listed as only a 7-1 betting favorite.
Well,
now listen to this. Listen to this. I'll give you plenty of time to retort, because we're going to close with this, Gogue. I want to get your reaction to this. Skip Bayless, formerly of First Take. Obviously, everyone knows Max Kellerman took his position at ESPN opposite Stephen A. Smith. And occasionally they'll talk about boxing. Well, Skip Bayless moved on to Fox Sports, and he does a show called Undisputed with former tight end of the Denver Broncos and Baltimore Ravens, Shannon Sharp. And the topic of Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather recently came up. And this is what Skip Bayless had to say about that matchup. Because once again, everyone within the boxing community who understands the sport, all the diehards, all the industries, everyone who's an insider, they understand the reality that there's a very good possibility that Conor McGregor would never be able to even touch Floyd Mayweather Jr. in a contest, and would more than likely get stopped. Right? This is what Skip Bayless had to say about it. Quote, I think Conor McGregor could beat Floyd Mayweather Jr., especially as he nears 40 years of age, and he has pillow fist punching power. I got to tell you, if Floyd watched UFC 205, and I'm going to guess that Floyd did watch this, I think there's no way he would risk entering the ring with McGregor. Not the octagon, just the boxing ring we're talking about here. 12-ounce gloves, all Floyd's rules. 12-ounce gloves, goodness gracious. All Floyd's rules. Hold on. Conservative conventional boxing rules. I think that Conor McGregor would give him all he wanted, and I think there's no way that Floyd could knock out Conor McGregor. I just don't think it would happen because, in my opinion, Conor McGregor is the baddest man on the planet. End quote. Gogue, your final thoughts.
Well, why would people that know boxing give any credence to that clown, Skip Bayless? He has no clue what he's talking about. He don't know shit about boxing, okay? He has no idea what Floyd could do in that damn ring to a novice boxer like Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is good at when he has his feet and his hands together, okay? All right? But when just his feet alone, from what I've seen on tape when showing him spar, oh, God. and this clown, Skip Bayless, you know, when he said that, then he mentioned the 12-ounce gloves right then and there. I laughed.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
they use 10-ounce gloves. Okay, anything above 147 is 10-ounce gloves. And when he said 12-ounce gloves, I said this clown don't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't give that clown no credence just because he's on Fox, Fox Sports. And they give him a mic, and now he thinks he's an expert. Oh, give me a break. And another thing is Fox promotes UFC. Okay, all right. He's gonna show his He's gonna give his vote to Conor McGregor. Okay, he's gonna show favoritism to Conor McGregor. What I'm trying to say. Okay. But he has no idea what, he doesn't have a clue what boxing's about. He watches it like a lot of those clueless journalists, but he doesn't understand the nuances or the intricacies of what makes great fighters and everything. And he damn near don't know the differences between Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. There's levels, okay? There's levels. And Conor McGregor ain't no way in hell on Floyd Mayweather's level when it comes to, just strictly boxing. Ain't no way in hell.
So how would you see a fight like this playing out? Okay, just hypothetically, how many rounds do you think Conor McGregor could actually survive against a guy like Floyd Mayweather Jr.?
Yeah, within 5, Floyd would take his ass out real quick. You know what I mean? He would get his ass whipped real bad. Joe, the guy's a novice, okay? He's a novice. He's a novice.
Indeed.
He's a novice. He ain't fighting guys. He's fighting guys that are. You're talking about Floyd Mayweather, is highly skilled. I don't care if he's going to be 40. You know what I mean? He's highly skilled. Okay, against he's knocking that clown. That guy, not that clown. He's knocking out them guys with them little 4-ounce gloves. He's going to be using 10-ounce gloves now. Okay, he ain't going to be able to kick. Okay, to set up his punches.
And look, he fights guys who are much slower and really don't even know how to throw punches. Their balance is terrible.
Yeah.
They're squared up. Now think about this, and he depends on countering his opposition from mid to long range. Could you ever imagine him countering Floyd effectively?
It ain't gonna happen.
From mid to long range.
It ain't gonna happen. Just like I said, Joe, it'd be a one-sided mismatch, and but he's got the people out there that are demanding the fight, and if the people are demanding the fight, we'll give it to them. Give them their mismatch they want. You're talking, but Joe, there's levels to this, man. Conor McGregor, he's just boxing, Joe. He's average. Just boxing skills, he's average. Okay, he's average. And you're talking about, an elite level of talent like Floyd Mayweather. There's levels to this, Joe. That's what I'm trying to say. And, Conor McGregor, he's great in the MMA and everything, but, and he's knocking guys out impressively. Them guys ain't got world-class boxing skills in the MMA, okay? They need their feet. They need their ability to, take it to the ground and do the jiu-jitsu and all that, the wrestling, to be effective all-around MMA fighter. But just strictly, using your hands, man. Nah, a lot of them guys. How many MMA guys you see get into boxing and succeed? Okay?
None.
How many? None.
0.
Because they can't do it. They need their feet. They need to kick you. They need to wrestle you. They need to grab you and hold you and everything, okay? But just strictly by hands, oh, come on, no way. No way Conor McGregor. Floyd will play with him. They ain't enough Floyd to stop him within 5 rounds, okay? It's different levels to this, man. And, but, if the fans want to buy it, it'll create a lot of excitement. And, in the combative sports world, because not only boxing fans are going to be interested, but the MMA fans. And that McGregor, I like him. He's a great promoter, a great entertainer. Not like I said, he wins and looks impressively, okay. But he's also got a personality and charisma to sell fights, sell a big fight like this. Oh my God, him and Floyd Mayweather. It'd be like a MMA. It'd be like a WWE type of promotion, Joe. That's what it would be. You know what I mean? That's all.
I think you're right, brother. I think you're right. Any parting shots on this regarding this Floyd Mayweather Conor McGregor circus that we're beginning to see? In your opinion, does this fight actually materialize for 2017, or does Floyd Mayweather Jr. Come back to boxing, or does he even come back at all, Gogue?
Honestly, Joe, if he don't come back next year, I can't see him coming back ever. But it's got to be the right dance partner, okay? I know he wants number 50, okay? And I heard, to the grapevine, he was in the gym training and sparring and everything, just to keep sharp, I guess. But he's just waiting for the right opportunities out there. And right now, Conor McGregor, they're talking about the Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch. Oh, God, ain't no way they're going to get past of what they got last time. Okay, nobody's going to support that. That you talk about piracy. Piracy is going to be at the all-time high when that fight happens. People will watch that fight, but they ain't going to pay for it. Okay, okay, they won't pay for it. Okay, but Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather, yeah, that's something people will pay for. Okay, it'll bring two worlds together, the MMA and boxing world together. Okay, but as far as being competitive, I'm just on boxing alone. No way. It'll be a novice against a novice, average pro fighter against one of the best of all time.
Let me ask you something, Gogue. Would this be a bigger ass whooping than Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Arturo Gatti?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Arturo was a pro fighter.
Mm-hmm.
This guy was a pro boxer. This kid, I don't think he's ever had a pro boxing match. Okay? Totally different, Joe. Like I said, totally different animal. Them guys, if they can't use their legs or kicks or get you on the ground and and choke you or whatever, and just depend on their hands, they're average. They're average. How many MMA fighters, like I said, have crossed into the boxing world and became champion? I can't think of any.
No, but
I know one professional fighter that went into the MMA world and became a UFC champion, Holly Holmes. Okay. So,
yeah.
Okay,
well, Ray Mercer kicked some ass too, man.
Okay.
Don't forget about Ray Mercer, man.
James Toney tried it, but like I said, when he fought Couture, they got him on the ground. When he got him on the ground, it was over with. But if it was just hand-to-hand combat, no kicking, no grabbing, that's different, Joe. It's a totally different sport. It's combative sports because the object is to hurt the other guy, but totally, you only depend on one type of skill set, and that's hand-to-hand combat, boxing. Okay, no kicking, no grabbing, no taking to the ground or none of that stuff. Okay, and no elbows and stuff like that, Joe. It's totally different. Conor McGregor, he's a novice. He ain't got no, oh yeah, he can look good hitting the pads and all that stuff, and he looks good, out there fighting them, the novice Golden Glove skilled MMA fighters. He's fighting, but not everything. And that's what they are, Joe. Indeed. MMA fighters have novice Golden Glove boxing skills. Okay, novice Golden Glove boxing skills, and you're going to tell them to get in the ring and just box against one of the all-time greats with the greatest defensive fighter of all time. Oh, Floyd's going to play with him and toy with him. It wouldn't even be close. But if the people want this fight, there's got to be a huge demand, and money's got to satisfy both parties. Now, McGregor's a hot one right now. Floyd ain't the hot one right now. He's been out, Joe, out of sight, out of mind. McGregor's going to want the bigger piece of the pie, but is Floyd's huge ego, is he going to concede to it? Oh, hell no. Floyd's got to realize he ain't the hot pay-per-view star. he once was.
Well, if I were Floyd Mayweather, well, I would agree to terms. Just make this fight happen. Easiest payday you've ever made.
It'd be easy payday.
Yep. Easier than anyone he could ever fight in boxing at this time.
Yep.
And it'd be more lucrative. It would be more lucrative.
Yep. I agree. And it's all about money, Joe. It's all about money.
Well, I tell you what, guys, that's going to close out this segment. On behalf of James Gogue, 3-decade fight trainer, I'm Joseph Herron. Be sure to check us out on YouTube, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for our next segment coming up in just a couple of days. Thank you so much, and continue to support the World Week Radio Network. And tune into any boxing coverage. Support our beloved boxing any way you can. That's it.
Yeah. You guys